All right, so 3D. This is 3D. So I have 3 over 10. Subtract 3 over 100.
So
Plus 3. Let me finish writing the problem. Then I'll take that question. All right. A1, A2, A3, A4. You should be able to recognize that this is 10 to the first, 10 to the second, 10 to the third, 10 to the fourth. Oh, this should be a subtraction. All right.
So would that mean that it's negative 10 squared? Negative 10 squared?
That's what we're getting ready to talk about.
Okay.
All right. So notice that we have that negative there, and it's alternating. So look at the bottom of your notes. Look at the bottom. You see what it says down here? Negative 1 to the n makes odd numbered terms negative. So since this is alternating, that tells me that this negative 1 to the n is going to play a part in my formula. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. And then what else does it say? It also says that negative 1 n plus 1 makes the even numbered terms negative. So we need to figure out, are we looking at are the odd numbered terms negative, or are the even numbered terms negative? What do we have? The even numbers. So a sub 2 is negative and a sub 4 is negative. So our even numbered terms are negative, so that tells us we're using the one on the bottom right here. Negative 1 to the n plus 1. Yes, no, maybe. All right. So for this one, it's the same pattern, right? It's the same pattern we had before, because all of the numbers were the same. So we kind of know what the formula is. It's 3 over 10 to the n. That didn't change. But what did change was the alternating even terms being negative. So we add this in front. So now, here's my sigma. What was my first term? I started with the first term. What term did I end with? 4. So that's my upper limit. I'm done.
How would I check that?
You check that by putting in the 1 for the first term. Put the 1 every place you have an n. Make sure you get 3/10. Put the number 2 everywhere you have an n. Make sure you get negative 3 over 100. That's how you check it. Okay? Good question.
So whatever term it is what we put on the top. Like number of terms.
The first term, whatever the first term is, goes on the bottom. That's your lower limit. Whatever your last term in the series is, goes on the top. That's your upper limit.
And the formula goes on the side.
And the formula goes on the side. So it's like this. This is your lower. This is your upper. This is your formula. Okay, a couple of you guys have gone ahead of me and you've already started on E. So let me catch up to you. Is everybody finished with D? All right, very good. All right, let's do D.
E.
E, thank you. E.
E.
You sound like Cookie Monster.
I used to love Cookie Monster. Cookie!
Ooh, you sound like Groot. Say, I'm Groot.
I'm Groot. I love Groot. Groot was funny.
That one. He's so
Except for when he used profanity.
I'm Groot.
All right. First term, second term, third term, fourth term. So I know the beginning of my series and I know the end of my series. So I have the upper and lower limits already. Again, we've already done this one, so we already know what the formula is. It's 3 over 10 to the n. But I have alternating negatives. The first term is negative. The third term is negative. It tells us in our notes right here, -1 to the n makes the odd numbered terms negative. That's how I know to put -1 to the n in the front. So right here, I'm going to have -1 to the n. And I'm done. This one was easy. Staples, that was easy. It does look hard.
It's just complicated, but the sigma sign, all the extra stuff to it.
So one more time. This is your lower limit, or your first in your series. This is your upper limit, or the last in your series, and your formula goes here.
Yay.
All right? So now you're going to use these notes to help you finish the second half of the assignment on 10-4. Once you're done, since we had the assembly and it ran long, I will give you Monday